For another happy hour hang. How is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? I see there's some fun things going on with the chat with the crowns. There's like a new super fan thing happening, so that's really exciting. I see Jonna is in the chat, Jessica is in there, Kendra, Maria as well, Patty is in here. I see Anchor 1993, Stoic Blabber, Lorelai's in here, Cousin. Hello everyone. Jody, Kate, Miss Betty just popped in as well. I saw Betty said that there is a flood advisory in Florida. So everyone be careful wherever you are. Reggie, Robert, David. Hi everyone. LaCarm. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, you guys. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I saw LaCarm saying, trying to figure out what time to catch lives in Portugal. Oh my gosh. You know what? Shout out to all of the International House of Hill members, honestly, and all of the time differences that y'all figure out when to go live. I appreciate you so much. Also, shout out to all of our after watchers as well. Thank you for being an avid, crucial part of these happy hour hangs. Joy also just popped in. I'm also so happy to hear Melissa say YouTube notifications actually doing their thing this time. Yes, I love hearing when the YouTube notifications are on our side. You know that is not always how things are. You know, YouTube notifications are a very hit or miss situation. So if you guys are here, if you could give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. For those that haven't gotten their YouTube notification, it helps YouTube know that people are watching, people are engaging, people are listening, and so hopefully it will help send out those YouTube notifications to everyone who isn't quite as lucky. Belle also just popped in, Crimson Rose, Britt gave me a compliment on the blue. Thank you, Britt. This is the Impulse Lake Tahoe merch that I bought when I was there a couple weeks ago for my friend's wedding. And actually, ironically, we're going to be talking about Lake Tahoe and we get into the Tavis tea for today. I didn't even plan that. But I love the irony. I love the full circle moment. There was this little blue crop top in one of the stores where we were staying for this wedding, and I couldn't pass it up. You guys know I love Lake Tahoe. I always have to get a little piece of merch every time I'm there, and the fact that it was a cute little crop top, you know I couldn't pass up. Kelly said, hello, working and listening, multitasking queen. Yes, you know I'm always here for a multitask. Care Bear Gratitude is also multitasking. I live for it. Miss Heather also just popped in. Yay. I love seeing everyone make it on a Monday. I know summer is a crazy busy time, so I really appreciate you guys all being able to tune in. It's insane. I know me personally just got back yesterday from the Bachelorette Party in Arizona. It was so much fun, you guys, even with the heat. Honestly, I feel like the heat didn't even bring down the vibes because it was so much fun. Such a great group of women. Everyone just had such great energy. Everyone was so fun. Everyone got along. Everyone was very go with the flow. We literally spent a very good amount of time in the pool as well, so we were able to stay cool. But honestly, it was so much fun. One of the most fun bachelorette parties I've ever been on. My heart is very full after the weekend. I'm very excited for my friend Abby's wedding that's coming up, especially now getting to meet a big group of people who are also going to be there. It really was so much fun. An absolute great time, even with the heat, honestly. It was the best. But the only thing, obviously, with the bachelorette party being at the same time as Justin dropping his album is I was not able to hop on here and do a vertical live or do a pop-off. And I do apologize. I got a couple Instagram DMs that were like, are you going to be popping off? And I was like, no, because I'm out of town. But we listened to it at the Bachelorette Party. There were a lot of Justin Bieber girlies on the Bachelorette Party. So we did listen to it. Then I did a solo listen by myself That way I could actually listen to the words and actually listen to what Justin was singing about. I'm seeing a lot of people say that you don't like it. That's crazy. This is actually the first time I've been seeing negative things. For the most part, what I've been seeing on social media, which might just be, I guess, the part of like TikTok or Instagram that I'm on, I have seen nothing but positive feedback. Everyone is like, Justin Bieber is back. I am living for Justin Bieber. This is the Justin Bieber we've been missing. Justin Bieber's reclaiming his throne. So it's funny. This is genuinely the first time that I've really seen negative responses to Justin's album. Justice said not that crazy about it. Brooke also said finally got to see it live. Brooke, I'm so happy that you made it. Honestly, overall, you guys, I didn't mind the album. I like it. I think Justin has a great voice. Once again, he has proven that. I also don't mind like an acoustic-y album. I mean, that's why I like a lot of the, I hate to even compare because there is no comparison. They're very different albums, but that is why I like a lot of the new stuff that even Selena Gomez has been putting out. She did a more of a mix of pop and the acoustic-y stuff, but I like that kind of music. I like slower music. I like the vibes. In addition to obviously like the pop hits and things like that. 2000s hip hop is still my favorite genre ever. But I don't mind that kind of music. I think Justin sounds good in that range. So honestly, to me personally, I liked the album. It's not like I hated it, thought it was terrible. What I did think was interesting was the amount of interludes. Like there was a lot of chatting on there, but I think he did that in order to make a statement for some things. And then the other thing, what is the song? I think, is it You Go Girl or My Girl? When he did start singing about Hailey Bieber's lip gloss phone case, I did cringe a little bit. I was like, my friend Holly can attest. Like I literally listened to the first 3 lyrics and I was like, I'm sorry, this is cheesy. I can't. Let's go to the next one. So the lip gloss phone case did. I was like, okay. I didn't love that. But overall, I didn't mind it. I'm also just happy that he put something out. Now, I was a little pissed at this man for putting it out when he knew. I'm saying he knew because I feel like somebody from the Bieber camp has been secretly lurking because they literally did exactly what we've been saying Justin needs to do, which is just put out the music. A little annoyed that he did so when I couldn't, dedicate the time to comment on it when it first came out. But no, overall, I'm just happy that he put something out. Like, I'm so happy that he just finally put something out. And we're going to talk more about this because we're going to talk about Scooter Braun posting about it, Hailey Bieber side-eyeing Scooter Braun, shading him a little bit, and then just a little status update on how Justin and Hailey are now that the album is finally out there. So we're definitely going to talk more about this. We're also going to be talking a little bit about Sydney Sweeney. We're going to talk about Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni. We have an update there. Britney Spears, a little Selena and Benny. Then we're going to talk a little bit about Taylor and Travis. So really we have a full rundown ready to go for this happy hour hang. Reggie said, did you say 2000s hip hop? Yes. Eminem would count. Absolutely. Like literally 2000s hip hop is my genre. Okay. I love it. From 2000 all the way to like past the 2010s. Honestly, live for a 2000s moment. Live for it. Also, shout out to Tabitha in the chat, you guys. It's officially Tabitha's wedding week. I feel like we've been on this wedding journey with Tabitha, and we are officially on the week of her wedding. 5 days away. It is so exciting. Tabitha wishing you and Marcus all of the positive wedding vibes this week. Also, you guys, shout out to House of Hill member Amy Poole. Today is her birthday, so make sure we also wish Amy a happy birthday in the chat. And Karen also said, make sure and stream Selena's album for her birthday, guys. I live for it. I absolutely live for it. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and get into this tea. Kicking things off with Sydney Sweeney. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because now it makes sense as to why Sydney Sweeney was at Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's wedding. Remember when I even made several comments about this. When I saw her there, I was like, feels random, but also live, laugh, love it. You know what I mean? I'm like, Sydney, if I got an invitation to one of the most expensive weddings, girl, I would be RSVPing so fast as well. But there was an actual reason she was there beyond just being the icon that Sydney Sweeney is. And apparently, according to reports, you guys, Sydney Sweeney is launching, I'm combining my words, launching a new lingerie brand that, listen to this, is backed by Jeff Bezos's investment fund. So Jeff Bezos has an investment fund that he puts money into. It's not like his fund directly, but it's his money that's funding the fund. A lot of rich people stuff. But it's called Coatue, Coatue. And this investment fund is helping Sydney Sweeney launch her lingerie brand. This is the first time that they're doing like a celebrity-backed brand. The first time they're doing a consumer-based product. Allegedly, I've invested a lot of money into this, so they must really believe in Sydney Sweeney, which I feel like if anyone could sell lingerie, it's definitely gonna be Sydney Sweeney. But that's why it now makes a lot more sense as to why she was at the wedding. They do have an actual connection. They are going to be like loosely in business together. And so now it makes so much more sense why she was there. So just thought I would put that out there. Sydney Sweeney launching a lingerie brand. As far as like the details in regards to the brand, still don't know much. Don't know what it's going to be called. Don't know the price point. Don't know where it's going to be sold. I imagine in higher end retailers. But a lot of it's being kept under wraps, other than the fact we now know she is launching something and it's backed by Jeff Bezos's linked investment fund. So shout out to Sydney Sweeney. You know what I mean? I love that for her. A girly who is expanding her business portfolio is always a girly who I will say, get it. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna hate on somebody who is expanding their business and expanding their repertoire. So I live for it. Shout out to Sydney Sweeney. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and get into the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni of it all. So if you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. Also, thank you, Tamara, for reminding people to share this video. Yes, you guys, if there is someone who you have in your life who you're like, you know what? They need some celeb tea. They need a good giggle. They need a good community to come hang out with. If there's someone in your life you can think of when you think of those things, go ahead and share this link. That way they can get a little taste of the House of Hill and come hang out with us and stick around and become part of the most fun community on the internet. Okay, getting into this Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni tea, you guys. So we know that Blake Lively is getting ready to do her deposition. Well, as of today, the judge granted Blake Lively the opportunity to choose the location for her deposition that's taking place later this week. So Blake Lively's legal team has been fighting to basically be in control of the parameters around Blake Lively's deposition. They were citing concerns about safety, privacy, and avoiding a public spectacle. Her team argued that, you know, Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, has bragged about wanting to put Blake Lively's deposition on display, which he did say this. He talked about broadcasting her deposition at Madison Square Garden and selling tickets and benefiting DV organizations with the funds. And so because Brian Friedman, which I don't think he ever did plan on doing this, but because he's made these comments and he was showboating, as all lawyers do, Blake Lively's team used that, and they now get to choose the location of where the deposition is going to be. They also get to approve of the list of who's going to be there. Justin Baldoni's lawyer has to send a list of everyone who's going to be present at the deposition 2 days before. And yeah, so they're kind of getting, the judge granted Blake Lively's legal team the opportunity to kind of at least control the environment. Blake Lively's representatives released a statement saying she's looking forward to her deposition and that it should follow the same rules as every other witness in this case. Obviously, Justin Baldoni's lawyer is pushing back, saying Blake Lively is using her celebrity to try to dictate the terms of the deposition, and not everyone gets that opportunity. You know that Blake Lively's legal team and Justin Baldoni's legal team loves a tit-for-tat situation, but moral of the story, her team is in control of where it's going to be, and they also get approval of who is going to be there. Will Taylor Swift be deposed? As of right now, no. We do know that obviously any text messages pertaining to It Ends With Us, those were subpoenaed. But as far as Taylor Swift being deposed, no word on that yet. I think what will dictate whether or not she's actually deposed is whether or not they do discover anything in the text messages. If there's something really damning in the texts, then I think that could be used as to why they need to depose her. But other than that, I don't think she'll be deposed. Is the deposition going to be live streamed? No. The deposition will not be live streamed. That's what the judge essentially ordered. The judge is saying the deposition is going to happen on Blake Lively's turf. Wherever she feels comfortable, that's where it's going to happen. Her team gets approval of who's going to be there. No. And also, too, just for the record, normally depositions are not live streamed. Like, depositions are never live. Depositions are used in the discovery phase of trial. They're never broadcast anywhere. So whenever Justin Baldoni's lawyer was saying that, again, he was showboating, he was exaggerating. And I do think, I've said this a lot of times before, I think that's Brian Friedman's fault in this case, is he does love to go flap his gums, which a lot of lawyers like to do, you know what I mean? Diddy's lawyer did the same thing with a lot of TMZ documentaries. Not comparing the two, obviously, I'm just saying. Public lawyers, that's what they do. So the judge, again, unfortunately in Brian Friedman's case, is kind of like using his words against him. And he's like, well, you can't make jokes about live streaming a deposition at Madison Square Garden. So because you made those jokes, now Blake Lively's team gets to kind of dictate the terms of the deposition. So we will see what happens. They are usually recorded. Yes, Dave is correct. They're usually recorded, just not live streamed. And they're usually recorded because they'll pull those up as evidence during the trial. So, very fair. Also, Real Life Southern Barbie just popped in as well. It's 100% and humid here in Georgia. Oh my gosh. Stay cool. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on from this Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni update and get into the Britney Spears of it all, okay? Also, Miss Jackie X, I didn't see you pop in. Hi, hello. But Blake and Ryan can make jokes in Deadpool and SNL. Oh, 1000%. Both sides are guilty of the showboating, okay? But I think that is just what happens with a celebrity trial and a celebrity legal battle. You know what I mean? Whether it's the lawyers, whether it's the people involved. I have always said from day one, this thing is a battle of egos that has just escalated. And I think that's still evident in every update of this trial. Every time there's an update, it's a battle of the egos. Because Justin's lawyer says something, Blake's lawyer says something. Blake's lawyer does a filing, Justin's lawyer does filing. Like, at the end of the day, I don't even think this is about getting justice for anyone. It's literally a battle of the egos. It's crazy. Also, Kim just popped in too. Hi, Kim. Okay, getting into the Britney Spears of it all, you guys. So Britney threw people off, okay? Hi, Jenny. Hi, Colors. So Britney posted a video, as she often does, of herself in this like pink one-piece swimsuit dancing, okay? That's not alarming. We know Britney loves a dancing video. What was interesting was in the caption, she joked, and I'm using the term joked lightly because that's what insiders want us to believe, but she said that she adopted a beautiful baby girl and that her name was Lennon London Spears. She like talked about how she was wearing a pretty dress that day and how Britney was over all the trash talking and how she was moving to Italy. Okay, everyone was like, is Britney adopting a baby? Is Britney adopting a dog? Like, what is happening? Well, this morning, TMZ released a report and said, Britney's not adopting anything that's alive, okay? No baby, no dog. By the way, she's also not moving to Italy. She's kidding. That's why she's putting winky face emojis in the caption. I do think it's funny. I'm like, no one saw Britney's winky face emojis and was like, oh, Britney's joking. Everyone just saw the winky faces and was like, what is this girlie talking about? Well, then, to Justice's point, I actually do think she is referencing a doll. Because apparently, I missed this chapter, but apparently fans have been discussing Britney being seen with like baby carriers and what appears to be babies like wrapped in blankets. And these are actual baby dolls. So the sources also spoke to TMZ and were like, if you see Britney with a baby carrier or her security carrying something that appears to be a baby in a blanket, like it's a doll. She sometimes has her dolls around the house and travels with the dolls. I'm not here to shade anyone's doll desire, okay? I used to live for a baby doll moment. Used to play with baby dolls. Keyword used to. Me and the Spicy Girls, our baby doll storylines were crazy because our parents let us watch PG-13 movies. So I live, laugh, love a baby doll. Okay? Does it slightly concern me that she is carrying around baby dolls and traveling with them? You know what? If it's her therapy, I say go off. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know what the suggestion is. We don't know what the plan is. We don't know. So I think if it is helping our girly, go off. You know what I mean? I think it sounds weirder than it probably is. But, you know, I'm not here to hate. And I do know, like, sometimes too, you know, I feel like that can be a form of therapy. I feel like I can't think about, like, necessarily for middle-aged women, but I know, like, also too, in, like, nursing homes and stuff, like, they have baby dolls, and a lot of times women like to have their baby dolls. So, again, I agree with you, Colors. It's not hurting anyone. You know what I mean? It's not hurting anyone, okay? I say do whatever you're going to do. And if it makes her feel better, slay. You know what I mean? I'm here for Sydney Sweeney starting her lingerie. I'm here for Britney carrying some baby dolls. I'm giggling at the comparison to the Labubu's. I mean, honestly, if we're not side-eyeing people walking around with little trolls on their purse, can we really be side-eyeing Britney Spears carrying around a baby doll? I live for it. I live for whatever anyone's here for. Shout out to Brittany. And also, you know what? I kind of think it's a boss move to like make your security carry around a baby doll. Low-key, honestly, impressive. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the boss move, okay? So shout out to Brittany, David. That's right. Shout out to Brittany. I love that. I love that energy, David. Okay, if you guys are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so because we are getting into the Justin Bieber of it all. We're getting into the Justin Bieber tea. Okay, you guys, so obviously Justin Bieber released Swag, his first solo album in 4 years. I saw some people giving their opinions when we first talked about this at the beginning of the live, but overall, how did everyone feel? I know Crimson Rose was saying meh. I saw Robert say, I think Robert was like meh. I didn't remember who. Let me know. Let me know what you guys thought. Overall of Justin's album, especially people who are just tuning in. Color said, you called it, Madison. I obviously love being right, but I also like love that this happened. As irritated as I was that Justin dropped this album when I was unable to like sit down and really get into it with you guys right when it dropped, I'm happy he did it. I mean, this is what I've been saying. I've been saying this man needs to drop the music. It's funny, I've seen some commentary, people being like, there was no album rollout. Like, after 4 years, he just threw it on everyone. And I'm like, you're missing the point. That's exactly what he needed to do. Like, that's exactly what he needed to do. He didn't need album rollout. He doesn't need to be doing all this press. He doesn't need all of this stuff. He needed to do exactly what he did. I actually have no notes on him just posting the billboard in Times Square and being like, here it is. Here it is. No notes on that. I actually think that's exactly what he needed to do. I think if there would have been this whole rollout, it actually would not feel authentic to Justin Bieber. Okay, you guys literally, dare I say, hate it. I'm also cackling. JC said, husband dragged me for listening to it. He said that it's witchery. I'm dying. JC, that is so funny. Not your husband dragging you for listening to the new Justin Bieber album. That is so funny. Superstar Bella said it has too many features, no album rollout needed. Beyonce does this all the time. Karen said seems rushed, like he made it after Selena. Seemed like it would have been made since hers. Okay. Zaya said Justin Bieber with a goat emoji. You guys, I didn't think it was bad. I really didn't. I think his voice sounded good. I mean, again, Go Girl starting off about like the phone case, my girl keeps her lip gloss in it. That was a little cheesy. But, I mean, I do feel like he also addressed a lot of things as well. Like, he talked about the marital problems. He said he's not going anywhere. He's not walking away. I like daisies. Call me crazy. I like it. I think it's a vibe. So sorry. I like butterflies. Also kind of think it's a vibe. I kind of feel like the interludes, like, did annoy me a little, but then, what was that one where he's literally talking about how he gets annoyed that people keep asking him if he's okay? Again, I feel like he was addressing a lot of the commentary that people have been saying about him, which you guys know. I do like whenever artists do that. Terry liked UConn. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm not like, oh my God, this is like the best thing my ears have ever been blessed with, but I'm not hating on it, to be honest. Not to disappoint. Layla said, I hated it. Okay, the instrumentals will go hard, but sorry, I don't know what exactly Justin was on when he recorded, but it's a shame. His voice is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I mean, to me, it just very much gives like he was vibing in the basement with his friends and they recorded it. And it kind of sounds like that's actually what happened. A source spoke to People magazine about it. Obviously, talking about how Hailey was by his side for the whole creation of the album. She helped him to trust himself and do what he knew he wanted to do as an artist. Justin really wanted to record this with the live vocals. He did take a risk. Again, he kind of did this album in the way he wanted to do. This is his first album without Scooter Braun, without having to answer to anyone. The source said that Justin and Hailey celebrated the album. They went to the country this weekend. So again, they got through it. They were okay. Okay, I saw you guys talking about it's no journals. I agree with you. I agree with you, for sure. It's no journals. I still thought it was good. You guys are like, where is Ed Sheeran? Where is Benny Blanco? Oh no, I am absolutely dead. Miss Jackie X said no shade, but do we think he's trying to pull a Taylor Swift when she dropped Folklore? Now, it is absolutely not giving Folklore. That's for sure. Definitely not giving Folklore. But it does give those vibes of like riding in the cabin. I mean, riding in Iceland, you know, like, which we do know he did. It does not give the energy of like a major overproduced studio album. This is giving Justin Bieber made it in the basement with his friends, but I don't think that's bad. I think if that's the vibe, that clearly sounds like the vibe he was going for. And I think he accomplished that vibe. You know what I mean? Scooter Braun had nothing but praise for the album. He actually commented on it. He said it was beautiful, raw, and truly him, which I thought was funny. Hailey kind of seemingly shaded Scooter Braun talking about the album. She posted a selfie using the filter with like the big eyes and the big lips on Instagram, and then she put it to Mariah Carey's Obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? And honestly, I'm kind of here for her shading Scooter Braun because if I were Hailey, I would literally also want to junk punch Scooter Braun. A, you're not my husband's manager anymore, so shut up. B, we just paid you. Allegedly, they finally settled their financial dispute. Had to pay him $31.5 million, allegedly, according to reports. C, you didn't protect him in situations he probably should have been protected in. So, like, I kind of get her, honestly, shading Scooter Braun. I'm kind of here for it. I kind of feel like Scooter, I'd be annoyed that he commented on it, too, because it's like, nobody asked you. You're not involved with this. You just are reminding everyone that you were once connected to this man. But that's just my own 2 cents on that. I'm absolutely cackling. JC said she would know about Obsession. You guys are literally so funny. She's so chronically online. Okay, let's actually talk about that. She is so chronically online. And you know, there was one part of the album rollout, and by album rollout, I mean, you know, Justin and Hailey posting on social media, that did bother me. So there was one little thing. Hailey pretending like we're idiots and the joke is on us, like the joke's on us. That Justin's behavior and all of those crazy posts, like we're just too stupid to understand that he was trolling and doing stuff to drum up hype for this album. I love the energy, but girl, we know you care. Okay, we know that you're not sitting there like giggling at everyone thinking that your marriage is going down the toilet and thinking that Justin's crazy. You're not sitting there giggling about it with Justin at night. You're sitting there spiraling. And I mean this obviously as my own theory and it's my own opinion. And also, that's okay. Like, I think it's okay to care about what people say. It's okay. I care about what people say sometimes. Like, it's natural. We're human. It's a part of the human experience. But then don't turn around and once the album drops, sit there and point the finger and try to be like, you idiots. You guys are dumb. Did you see the whole time we've been standing on business? Miss ma'am. I love it. I wish you had that energy all the time. It's totally a natural human experience not to. But don't sit there and point the finger like we're dumb. Okay? Because we know you care. and that is okay. That was like the only, if I had one note of the album rollout and like the social media behavior, it would be on Hailey's end of like, don't sit there and act like we're dumb. You guys know, actually, that's one of my biggest celebrity pet peeves. Don't act like I'm a dummy, because we're not dumb. We're actually very smart. And again, I know she is online. I know she does care what people think. It's hard not to, okay? I also normalize caring what people think. It's okay that you care. I think it's okay. If people were always online talking ish about me, my man, my life, I would care. I would care a little bit, I think. So that's fine, but just don't sit there and act like we're a bunch of Nimrods, because we're not. That was the only note I have. Always and forever. I'm late. No, but I went to Zumba. Oh my God, you're so fine. Also, Zumba sounds so fun. I feel like I need that. I need some Zumba classes in my life. Also, I don't love JB's new album. I wish I loved it. It's okay. I think a lot of people are with ya. A lot of people are with ya. Sandra said, hi, sweetie. They bugged already. She got her wish. I am dead. Kim said, I think her comment turned people against the new music. Kim, I actually don't disagree with you. I kind of think it did annoy people as well. I mean, it annoyed me. When I was on the Bachelorette Party and I was trying to do both and keep up with things and then also be present, but I saw that and I was like, girl, why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do this? The rollout was going swimmingly. Let Justin spam. Let Justin spam. Why do you have to comment? She said something like, is it clocking to you we're standing on business? And then she said something like, you idiots or something. I was like, a swing and a miss. Literally, for me personally. Okay, moving on from the Justin of it all, the Hailey of it all, the Scooter of it all. Honestly, you guys know though, I will always drag Scooter Braun. Like, do I support Hailey shading Scooter Braun though? 1000%. I will always support a drag of Scooter Braun. Amy, yes, Amy, you have to definitely rewind and catch up at the beginning. Everyone wished you a happy birthday. So Amy, make sure you rewind, see all the birthday wishes, and I'm glad that you were able to pop in and say hello on your birthday. Okay, you guys, moving on to Selena and Benny, and then we're gonna talk about Taylor and Travis really quick. So during a new interview on Jake Shane's podcast, Benny Blanco admitted that him and Selena haven't started wedding planning yet. He said they've both been working so much and how after they got engaged, they immediately started with, you know, working on stuff for the album. And then they've been doing all the promo for the album. And so they really haven't sat down and started planning anything. He said this summer they're going to take a break. They're going to sit down and definitely start figuring out what they want. But it's definitely going to be a chill vibe. Now, my question to you all is, do you believe that Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez have not started wedding planning a thing? Or do you think Benny Blanco is just trying to throw us off because there were rumors that they're getting married sometime this month? What do we think? I do think they've been really busy, to be honest. I think they've been incredibly, incredibly busy. But I also think they're two people who could throw a wedding together last minute and it would be fine. Just saying. Anna said, I don't think they're getting married. Really? You know, a couple people have said that, but I do think that they will. Okay, he's throwing us off. It's definitely happening this summer. Sophie said, yes, our girl has been busy working. She has been busy. And she's been filming Only Murders in the Building. You know, that's a lot. Jessica said, I think they're trying to throw us off because apparently the wedding details got put to the online world. They were leaking. There were a lot of blind items saying that they were going to be getting married sometime this month. So I could see him wanting to throw people off. I don't know. I do think they will get married. I mean, they seem very happy and into one another, so I do believe that they will get married. And I was feeling pretty confident it would be sometime this month, but maybe not. I mean, they both have been busy. That is the tea. Tabitha said, we've been wedding planning for 18 months. Oh no. It can take a very long time. 1000%. But I was saying we've heard grumblings of them like wanting to do an intimate family-only ceremony in Texas. I feel like that they could plan fairly quickly. But I don't know. You're right. Tabitha's like, girl, you don't know a thing about wedding planning. I've been in the thick of it for over a year. And now it's finally time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's going to be so fun. Okay. Moving on from Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco into the Taylor and Travis of it all. You guys, so Travis attended a golf tournament this weekend in Lake Tahoe. And no, I did not wear this on purpose, but it is a crazy coincidence and I'm not mad about it. So Travis was at a golf tournament this weekend. Taylor did not go, which is okay. I feel like, once again, have to remind some people out there that, you know, couples can do things separately. Even Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. There was a source who spoke to Elle Magazine that was like, they're literally fine. But Taylor and Travis are both also aware that it becomes a spectacle when they show up at events together. And not every event is that necessary. So that's why Travis went by himself. And Taylor decided to stay back and just work on some self-care. And we love that. We love a self-care queen. We love a couple who can do things separately. But there is a pretty funny video going around of Travis Kelce. He was getting ready to take a shot and he's kind of pacing around, getting ready to hit the ball. And somebody's recording and they are talking to him and they're like, it's going to be okay. You're going to do great. You have the best girlfriend ever. And he's like, good point. And it kind of like calms him down before he's getting ready to go ahead and hit the ball. So I love that. Again, I think one of my favorite things about Taylor finally finding somebody like Travis is the fact that he does not get mad at being associated with Taylor Swift. All of her past boyfriends would literally ignore when people would reference Taylor to them, or they would get uptight, or they would try to skirt the question. Travis leans in, he loves it, and I'm here for it. Fingers crossed she's working on new music, you guys. That's really what we want. Let's BFFR. Forget the self-care. Work on new music. Which I do think she is working, you guys. I think she's working on something. I think it's gonna be a lot of love songs, which I'm not mad about. I'm very here for it. And so I definitely think it's coming. When it's coming, I don't know. I also still would love to hear the debut re-record and the Reputation Vault tracks. So I'm also not letting go of that either, personally. Sorry, she literally went out, showed her hand purposely without a ring. Oh, you're annoyed with Taylor? I think she knows that people get annoyed with her. She knows that, which is why she doesn't go to every single thing with Travis. Lisa, I'm going to catch up. Didn't get the notification. Love you guys. Love to you, Maddie. Lisa, have fun after watching. Enjoy. Absolutely love. So, yeah, all for Taylor and Travis moment. Also, Arlette said, oh my gosh, I just got back from visiting Casey. Got my Chiefs jersey from the store in the stadium. Arlette, I'm so happy that you had a great trip to Kansas City. I'm so excited for you and to be able to go to Arrowhead. I hope you enjoyed it. It really is a gorgeous, fun, magical place. A lot of great memories there. That is absolutely, absolutely amazing. I know, I need the Rep Vault tracks, you guys. I need them. Because I know they're full of like shade, but in the best way. I need them. Not to be selfish. I know Robert's like, Madison's like, I want it all, but like literally me. You know what I mean? Not to be selfish, but I would love debut, would love the rep re-records, would love a new album, would love an engagement, would love a wedding. Cringy, I know, and no pressure on them, but if I am manifesting all the things that I would like to see into existence, thought I should just put them all out there. You know what I mean? Like, call me selfish, 1000%. But I also think you have to speak into existence what you want to happen. So that's what we're doing. Okay? I love it. Also, Gigi just said my birthday is Wednesday. Oh my God, happy early birthday. Wow, we have a lot of July birthdays. I'm living for it. A lot of summer babies. Shout out to all the summer babies. Shout out to all the July babies in our House of Hill family. Wednesday, I will be coming to you live from New Mexico, you guys. Going to see family, which will be so fun. A lot of delicious food will be consumed. Some family time. If there needs to be any change to the happy hour hang schedule, make sure you always check the community tab. I will update it there. I'm hoping no, but if I need to change something up, things start happening with the fam, plans move around, I will always put an update there first. So I did want to warn you guys, I will be traveling to New Mexico. I'll be working from there. So because we will be seeing family, if something needs to change, I will definitely put that in the community tab and update y'all right away. So Wednesday, just triple, quadruple check the community tab if there's any changes. If you don't see a post, that means nothing is changing. And obviously, if you do see something, that means that there's a change. Yes, if you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. It helps more than you know. Also, if you're new, subscribe. Make sure your notification bell is turned on. That way, when the notifications are working, you get one. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok, you guys. That is always also the easiest places to keep up with what I have going on. I'm trying to get better and back into also posting on YouTube Shorts as well. But make sure you're also definitely following me on Instagram and TikTok. Shout out to everyone celebrating this week. Like I said, we have Amy Poole's birthday today, Gigi's birthday Wednesday, Tabitha's wedding week. A lot of things to celebrate this week. Also, Mr. Mraz said July 20th is my big 26th birthday. That is amazing. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Crystal also popped in. Hi, Crystal. Definitely go back and after watch. Tamara's mom's birthday is Wednesday. A lot of celebrating this week, you guys. That makes me happy. That brings a lot of joy. So definitely make sure to hug all your people. Send out all the prayers. Send out the positive vibes. And you guys, on that note, I will hopefully see you Wednesday. Again, if there's a change, check the community tab. I will definitely put it there. I love y'all. Have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your evening. Shout out to all of our after watchers. Shout out to all of our International House of Hill members. I love you guys. I will see y'all later. Have a great rest of your evening.